right, so before we introduce the contestants, I'm going to introduce to you guys the panel of judges that we have here today. And first up is
Alice, but you can call me Barbie.
She goes by Alice Belen, Cosplay. And this is her first show actually helping out as a judge. She's been to several of other shows. She travels around with the show, and also if you want to see any of her awesome merchandise and everything, she has this extremely bright pink booth right over here next to the stage. If you miss it, you're just not looking. I'm not going to call out colorblind people like that, but I'll call you out if you want to come up to stage, since you feel like calling out colorblind people. All right, next up for our judges, this is, she's actually currently helming our cosplay performance section. Who all out here knew that we do cosplay performances? Anybody? No? One person who's with the show, so she doesn't count, but I love you. All right, so for anybody who doesn't know, do you want to explain like what a cosplay performance is? Okay.
Alright, so cosplay performances, I have done many and I've won awards at NebCon, if anybody's been there. Has anybody been to NebCon? No? That's okay. Come to NebCon! So basically what a cosplay performance is, you can do a dance, you can do a skit, but it's anything where you are showing off your cosplay and just being in character or doing whatever you want to do. We didn't have anybody sign up this year, so hopefully next year you all should sign up to do performances. That would be great.
All right, so she loves talking about performances, that's why she's in charge of them. I just don't mind being on the microphone, but I am not going to stand up here and do a song and dance for y'all. Trust me, you don't want to see that.
Oh, no, we do!
But she goes by Skylar, and she is one of our other wonderful cosplay judges. So let's hear a round of applause. All right, next up, I'm going to call Travis up on stage here really quick. This wonderful gentleman is also the runner and operator of the Cosplay Repair Table, which for anybody who has ever been to larger cons, anything like that, this was something that was started several years ago that we started seeing pop up in the conventions, and it was something that we wanted to have available to people at our conventions, because anybody who has made anything for your cosplay, you know stuff goes wrong. Something pops off, something melts, a jaw comes disjointed. Yep. So point in case, life happens. And Travis has been kind enough to bring a lot of his own supplies and everything like that, and all of his knowledge and expertise to the shows to allow everybody to repair and fix whatever it is, hopefully, that may be damaged. And he goes by Drawing Low-Key Cosplay. Let's give him one round of applause. You want to talk or you want me to talk? I won't make you talk. I'm sick of talking. Yeah, give me that look.
I turned it off. Alright, so I'm Sarah, also known as Gabby19 Cosplay. I am the behind the scenes part. He's the face, I'm the brains. I'm usually the one you'll see at the cosplay table signing everybody up. And we, along with a couple other people, do all the background stuff. And in addition to that, I judge most of these. So anything I forgot, I've been cosplaying for, I don't know, 5-6 years. Yeah.
Heavy on the itch. Short version, she is my right-hand person who has helped me more or less from the start to help make all of this run. So let's give a round of applause to Sarah. I'm gonna turn that back down just a little bit so I don't deafen the people in the front row. And one last shout out. Come on up, Tails. I'm gonna give a call out to Miss Sierra, who is sort of a jack of all trades. She doesn't necessarily have a defined role, but she is fantastic at just literally kicking in whenever, wherever we need her. Phenomenal individual, awesome cosplay, awesome character. Huge round of applause for Sierra. And I'm also going to point out the man who is videotaping us currently, because we're getting ready for the contest, who is also another fantastic individual who helps at the contest when he can. He also hosts a lot of our panels, does a lot of discussions, things like that. Dr. Eric Wesselman. I mean, she's been introduced to the crowd multiple times as the demanding person who wants more energy, the one who's fumbling water on stage. A formal introduction. This is Mixed Media May. She is one of our wonderful photographers here. You'll see her out on the floor scouting, getting all kinds of candid pictures. She is a phenomenal individual. A huge round of applause. As she skirts off stage.
Sorry.
All right. So, without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Y'all ready? All right, first up, again, Five Nights at Freddy's. We have Asher as Mangle. I don't know where the other one you met went, but we need to get like all of you up on stage, just you. Cool. All right, next up we have Gator as Shredder from TMNT. I also have to say, just as a quick timeout and everything, interactions like that, that is why I love cosplay. Because you have people from fandoms, they're here because they love the characters, they love the show. I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I watched the crap out of that show when I was a kid. So I love seeing people as Casey, as Shredder, as any of the Turtles, anything like that when we come to these conventions. But ultimately, and it's what I remind our contestants about, it is called cosplay. It is about showing up and having fun and sharing your fandoms and your loves with everybody else. So for anybody out there who is thinking about getting into it, just do it. That's all it is. It's just about having fun and being yourself. One really loud woo from the far side. Okay, that's a few more. We'll take it. All right, next up we have Chloe as Julie Joyful. All right, following that, we have John as Lucius, the Eternal from Warhammer 40K. See that right there. Have fun. All right, next up, we have Sophia as Yashiro Nene. All right, I didn't butcher it. Alright, well, I did the last one right. I'm not going to do this one right. Tira as Minotaur? Yes. Okay, close. From Genshin Impact. Safely off stage. All right, next up we have Stephanie as Inosuke from Demon Slayer. The epic anime poses. All right, after that we have Adam as Rick Taylor, the Terror Mask. after that we have Lillian Z as Masky and Hoodie from Creepypasta and Marble. I know it's in the name, but those masks are very unnerving. All right, after that, we have yet another one. We have Kate as Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's. Seriously, I don't know what it is about Mangle. Like, that character specifically, too. We've had other conventions where we just have a bunch of, like, My Hero Academia characters and things like that. All right, next up we have Grace as Princess Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. All right, after that we have Krista as Queen Zelda from The Legend of Zelda. All right, next up we have Devin as a Tusken Raider. Step, stage. All right, round of applause for Devin. Safely. All right, we're good. All right, next up we have Bucky as Alice Little from the Alice Games. Didn't even know that was in the pocket. I'm always worried when I see people reaching for stuff that I don't know exists on stage, so I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, next up we have Zach as Slade Wilson. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Shantae as the Pirate Lass. I can absolutely tell that she has rehearsed that because that was so smooth. I would have fumbled everything. All right. Let's give one last round of applause for all of our adult contestants. And let's have all right, so once again, for everybody that is new to our contest and everything, one of the things that we have started doing now that we have converted away from intro credits is we give away an actual cash prize. So unbeknownst to all of you, I actually have had about $500 cash in my pocket for like the last 2 hours. And I really didn't tell anybody because somebody would have mugged me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have all of the judges come up on stage and we're gonna have each of them announce their judge's choice. Judge's choice does not receive any official prize or anything like that. This is just the judges calling out people that they feel need to be acknowledged for one reason or another. It's something that stood out to them in some way about your cosplay, your personality, your work, something to that effect. And then after we do our judges' choices, we're going to announce our third, second, and first place winners. So our third place winner, sorry, I had to do math in my head for a second. Numbers are hard. Our third place winner is going to take home $100. Our second place winner is going to take home $150. And our first place winner is going to take home $250. Cash. I expected a far bigger applause for $250. There we go. All right. So, judges, do you want to come on up? You want to do one at a time or all at once? Dealer's choice. All right. So I'm going to pass off the microphone and not turn it off.
So my judge's choice goes This person said that it's their very first time doing any sort of sewing project, and I felt that was like very, very, very impressive, and the work and the attention to detail that they did, and all of the trim and the hand-painted little things, and even the little vial in their pocket. So my choice is Bucky as Alice.
All right. Can everybody hear me? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So my judge's choice was based on the amount of detailing and foam work, and I am also a very huge fan of this fandom. So my judge's choice is Tyra as a Minotaur from Genshin Impact. So if you want to come up, and the detailing on the mask is just amazing.
Get your Daniel Logan and Mark Dodson autograph before you leave. Also, our key post from Magic the Gathering fame is in the house, so make sure you get your autographs before you leave. And don't forget, we will be here tomorrow, Sunday, 10 to 3.
Excuse me. Just by the original concept, the sheer amount of original sewing done, it's just amazing. Haven't seen that much. Just sewing from scratch, pretty much 100%. My judge's choice is actually going to be Zelda.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Okay. They're always yelling at me and saying I'm not loud enough, which is odd because I'm really loud usually. Anyway, so my judge's pick, she did a lot of thrifting and sewed basically the whole thing together, a lot of original design. She dyed a wig, she did just a lot of stuff. I see her putting her hand to her face. It would be Sophia as Yashiro. Is that? I mean, the detail work is just beautiful. I mean, all of our contestants. That's something before I hand you off back up to Josh to give the winners. In the 4 years that we have been with this show, people just bring more and more impressive cosplays. Everybody's cosplay that we saw today was so impressive. Like Josh said before, this is the opinion of 4 people on one day. A different day, we may make different decisions. I mean, it was not easy. It was not an easy choice. You all are fantastic. You all brought it. I mean, you guys all. Let's give a round of applause for all the cosplayers that came out today. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you. And Josh.
All right, one last round of applause for our judges and their judges' picks. We're gonna pause for a minute for pictures. If you guys want to step on over that way, May is beckoning you. If one of you falls, all of you falls, and it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be the one behind you. That's who I'm afraid of. All right, so everybody has been very patient waiting and everything, so I am not going to, we can do pictures really quick. Yeah. Yeah, yep. All right. So, as Sarah said and everything, like I said, the opinions are those of the judges. Different decisions can happen on different days, but I really want to emphasize and everything to everybody that the work shown today is phenomenal. This does not diminish anything that you have done. Do not stop. Don't take this as a criticism. This is you learning. Take this, use it, keep pushing forward, keep doing amazing things, and really, truly thank you all for coming out. So without further ado, I am going to call up our third place winner. We can kind of do a drum roll if we like stomp our feet on the stage. I'm not gonna do that because my voice sounds weird. All right, Stephanie Azinosuke.
I just want to point out one thing here. This is yarn that they brushed out and dyed themselves. So that impressed me so much. I mean, so much about this impressed me.
When I said earlier that what goes into these cosplays is blood, sweat, and tears, I was being very literal. I want you all to understand that. So next up, because this character probably spills a decent amount of blood, we're gonna go with second place winner as John, as Lucius. I can tell you just from looking at it, I was not even part of the interview, but all of that is going to be EVA foam that has been coated, put together, sealed, painted, I'm assuming probably hot glue, foam clay, yep. So the level of detail, for anybody who hasn't seen this up close, take a look at it. It's really phenomenal work. And the same thing as everything, it's always a learning curve. You're always gonna keep getting better, so don't stop. Fantastic work. All right, and first place, bleh. Sorry, 5 a.m. was a long time ago. Our first place winner, let's get a drum roll from everybody. Can we do that? First place prize goes to Shantae.
I will just point out that this is all like hand sewn. This was her first corset. I mean, she's got French seams, the detail, her sewing is just clean. It's a beautiful costume. There is a lot of work put into this. So once again, thanks so much to everybody for coming out. Thanks to everybody who entered. Thanks to our winners. Thanks to our judges. May, everyone, we really appreciate you. We could not do this without you.
All right, and I do want to say for everybody who did enter the contest, if you didn't win, if you didn't place, if you have any questions, if you want to talk to the judges, if you want to talk to any of us, ask us questions. We are more than happy to talk to and explain things and have discussions with anybody. So please don't be afraid to come up and just talk to us. We're human beings. But thank you everybody for coming out. You are cosplay contest winners.